How did 2024 go for you? I will have to admit, as much as I tried to remain positive and hopeful, 2024 was a challenging year. We had wars and threats of additional conflicts around the world. Our personal bank accounts never seemed to match the great economic reports we heard about on the nightly news. Predictions for lower interest rates never panned out, and we ended the year just about where we started. Bird flu, elections, airplane parts falling off, bridges being hit by ships, extreme weather. I could go on, but I won't, because we are in a new year now, and I am really looking forward to what 2025 will bring. We have experienced unprecedented highs and lows since the COVID crisis. We had record low interest rates of 2.65% in January of 21. That went up to a high of 7.79% in October of 23. All the while experiencing an inventory shortage which drove home values to levels where first-time home buyers found it very difficult to purchase a home. Today, our rates are hovering between 6.75% to 7% range, and we have moved from a strong seller's market where buyers often had to compete with multiple offers to a soft seller's market where sellers must consider buyer incentives, upgrades, and longer market times to get the house sold. With the election finally over and a new administration in place, I am very hopeful we will start to see improvements in all segments of our economy and that our real estate market will be invigorated by early spring. Hi, I'm Mike Doggett from Windermere Real Estate Citigroup. In this short video, I am going to touch on a few predictions and trends that real estate experts are saying we may see in 2025. We will first start by going over a few acronyms that I've learned while reading about these trends. But first, before we go any further, please hit the subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, right down here. In an article put out by Forbes magazine in June of 24, the rise in DINKs, SINKs, DINKWADs, KIPPERs, and more, it was reported that many Americans have opted out of parenthood, and according to the data from the United States Census Bureau, as of 2022, 43% of households in America were childless, a 7% uptick from just last decade. You may ask yourself, as I did, what are DINKs, SINKs, DINKWADs, and KIPPERs? Here are the new acronyms that I probably won't be adding to my daily vocabulary. DINKs is a dual income, no kids. SINKs is single income, no kids. Then there's SINBADs, is single income, no boyfriend / assets / dude. Don't know. DINKWADs is dual income, no kids with a dog. And then there's KIPPERs, describes kids in parents' pockets eroding retirement savings. And finally, PODWAGs are parents of DINKs without grandchildren. Yes, these are actually acronyms that are being used. Now that we have that odd bit of an acronym lesson out of the way, let's take a look at the upcoming trends according to the NAR, National Association of Realtors. Quoting from a recent article from the National Association of Realtors, with a new presidential administration and improved economy, homeowners who have made impressive equity gains may finally decide to move for various reasons, easing inventory woes. There are 4 trends they expect to see. Number 1 is more buyers with no mortgages. With the aforementioned equity gains made by many homeowners who choose to move, they may decide they can just buy their next home without a mortgage. All cash buyers accounted for 26% of home sales over the past year, while 31% of repeat buyers paid cash for their next home purchase. The second one, aging first-time home buyers. As the average price of a home has risen, more people are needing to save longer for the purchase. The median age of first-time home buyers in 2024 was 38, an all-time high, according to NAR. Also, 25% of first-time home buyers used a gift or loan from a relative or friend, while 20% took out money from assets like stocks to afford home ownership. And number 3, more buyers are pooling money. The number of multi-generational households surged to an all-time high of 17% over the past year. The top reason is for cost savings, says NAR Deputy Chief Economist Jessica Lautz. They're also buying a multi-generational home to take care of aging parents or because young adults are moving back home. And then finally, the 4th trend that they're expecting: more single women buyers. With marriage rates dropping, more consumers entering the housing market on their own, single women held a 24% share of the home purchase market over the past year. For single men, it was 11%. Also, married couples are having children later in life than did past generations, with house buying delayed until later in life as well. A Better Homes and Garden article had its own set of trends for 2025. Longer time on market, which we are already seeing. As our local real estate moves towards a neutral market, our inventory will increase, meaning sellers will have to be smarter about pricing and putting more emphasis on repairs and updating to compete. Number 2, decrease in home prices. As inventory increases in our local market, we are less likely to see offers for more than asking price. Number 3, a high demand for move-in ready homes. Higher mortgage rates leaves less money for buyers to take on the expensive repairs or upgrades. So a seller will be investing more to sell their home. There you have it. Predictions for 2025 from different real estate experts. Many, including myself, have adjusted to the new higher interest rates that are actually closer to the historical norms. And my instinct tells me this is going to be a fairly good year for real estate. Purchasing a home in 2025 may take a little more creativity and sacrifice, but it is still a better long-term investment compared to renting. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and if you have any additional questions about real estate or the home buying or selling process, you can comment below or contact me directly. I'd be honored to help guide you through the real estate process. Please share this with anyone you know who may be considering a move to our beautiful Spokane County area. Once again, thanks for taking the time, and we'll talk to you soon. And Happy New Year.